Live, you're live. But I was feeling dead. This is the Aaron Zero show for December the 14th. Podcast news, giving you the news with a view and headlines, local news mainly, with a little bit of international touch. Here goes. Allu Arjun spends night in jail despite bail in Stampede case. Allu Arjun is an Indian actor who's got famous with his latest movie called Pushpa 2, which has made 8,000 crores or $106 million worldwide, released in the Telugu language, and I guess it was dubbed there. And he went to watch the premiere of of this movie unannounced and caused a stampede there. And unfortunately, one lady was killed there in the stampede. So the cops went and arrested him, and then he spent the night in jail despite bail. So, according to the chief minister of that state, he says, had the hero come silently and watched, there would have been no issue. But he came out of his car and waved, and police and security couldn't control the crowds, which led to the death. Despite having no direct involvement in the stampede, filing criminal charges and arresting him is unjustifiable, says Mr. Mohan Reddy of the YSRCP. Being blamed on a single individual situation is unbelievable, hardware actor Rashmika Mundane, or whatever her name is. Victim's family says actor is not to blame, and that is one of the top stories doing the rounds just now in India. Mahakumbh Mahaprojects, the Prime Minister Modi was at the temple at Sangam, and he laid the foundation of 167 projects worth 5,500 crores to make that area much more better. French President Macron names centrist politician Francois Bayrou as prime minister, handing him a daunting task of hauling France out of political crisis. And then it was 164 years too late. A lady laid claim to the Red Fort, the iconic Red Fort, which is a huge fort here in Delhi, saying that she owned it, but the High Court said you were 164 years too late, uh, trying to file the petition on as being the heir of the last king of Mughal king of India, which was Bahadur Shah Zafar, which was about approximately 800 years ago. So, so it goes. Is Gukesh the best player in the world? Yes, he is. Though some Russians felt that Ding deliberately lost the game and handed it to Gukesh, which is a bunch of bullshit. And another Russian fellow says this is the end of chess. I mean, go to Siberia, you fucking bastard. That's what I say. And then there's a political fight over the constitution. Not one party, says Rajnath, not RSS manual, retorts Priyanka Gandhi. It seems PM Modi hasn't understood that it is Bharat ka Samvidhan, not Sangh ka Vidhan. BJP mostly talks about the past, but what are they doing now? What is your responsibility? Does all the responsibility lie with Jawaharlal Nehru? Congress only amended the Constitution but also tried to change it gradually with malicious intent, according to Mr. Rajnath Singh. It chose power over Constitution. Talk of protecting doesn't seem appropriate coming from the party. So we don't know much about that and we won't get into it. External Affairs Minister Jai Shankar says that security forces will be going to all patrolling points in Depsan, in Ladakh, and also to the eastward limit. Jamaican government has taken its first step towards removing King Charles as head of state, presenting bill in parliament to abolish the constitutional monarchy and transition the country to a republic. And four Indian Americans facing sentences ranging from 17 years to life are among nearly 1,500 people granted clemency by Mr. Joe Biden. Switzerland revokes most favored nation status to India over Supreme Court Nestle order. So the Supreme Court had given an order, I think, to the company Nestle, which is operating here and making a lot of money. So higher taxation for Indian firms will be the the thing that will happen from this ruling. So what can I say? I say get out of Switzerland and do your business elsewhere. 400 Indigo flyers stuck in Istanbul for 2 days, didn't get accommodation, and were not contacted. And that customers were provided food and accommodation where possible. They were stranded at Turkey airport for almost 2 days. Anyway, and what else? We are celebrating the 100th birthday anniversary of legendary film actor Raj Kapoor, and so there's a retrospective of his movies. And what else do we have here? A lot of news. Uh, we have a lot of good news here. 93 missiles, 200 drones. Russia hits energy infrastructure of Ukraine again. Zelensky says at least one missile was from North Korea. So, Russian bastards are bullying Ukraine, and someone should go and give them a taste of their own medicine. That is what I say. And Kremlin praises Trump for criticizing Ukraine strikes deep into Russia. And to deploy possible European troops were premature, with Russia advancing at the fastest rate since the 2022 invasion. Trump and some other European leaders have discussed how to end the war in Ukraine. Well, simple. Go back to Russia and give them back the land which you stole or are trying to steal. Taylor Swift, a video of a little girl telling Taylor Swift, I like Travis now, and the singer replying, yes, me too. It goes viral on the icon's 35th birthday. Elton John believes legalizing marijuana is one of the greatest mistakes of all time. I think a lot of people would disagree with you. And there were unidentified drones over New Jersey, though nobody knows what that's all about. Syrians celebrate Mr. Assad's fall, and thousands have gathered for the Friday prayers at the Umayyad Mosque and the Damascus Square there. and they're hoping for better days. And Pakistan's Supreme Court allows army rule on military trials of Imran supporters in riot case. And they filed a murder case against Imran and wife. They, after the poor guy, they wanted to do everything they can to trouble him because they're scared of him getting the power. Elon Musk wants to turn SpaceX star based site into Texas City, and Buckingham Palace staff arrested after Christmas party brawl at local pub. Humpback whale travels record 13,000 kilometers across three oceans in search of a mate. That's a long distance to go in search of a mate. And Austrian government offers Syrian refugees $1,000 to return home. And that's because, their faces are not so Austrian white. And the British pubs are running out of Guinness. Trouble became evident when the Irish beer's parent company, Diageo's, had limited the number of barrels of Guinness pubs and bars can order each week. So there's been exceptional demand for Guinness because, after all, it's the Christmas season. So you have to drink yourself silly or drink a glass of brandy like myself in the evening to combat the Delhi cold. And on that note, we end this program wishing you a Merry Christmas in advance, and do subscribe if you like this program. Our other show is called Aaron News, where you can get the news in short form, shorts.